Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the NW Sportscast. Today we continue my series going through every single members of the Mariners bullpen / starting rotation and going through my predictions, my projections for them in 2024. Today we're talking about Levi Stoudt, the guy who shares the same name as me. My name is Levi, his name is Levi. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm obviously rooting for Levi Stoudt to succeed, and it's cool that we got Levi Stoudt back, because if you guys remember, Levi Stoudt back in 2022 was competing with Matt Brash for the final spot in the Mariners' opening day rotation in spring training. And Levi Stoudt struggled in spring training in 2022. He didn't get the spot. It went to Matt Brash. And then Matt Brash struggled, and instead of calling up Levi Stoudt, we called up George Kirby, and the rest was history. And then what happened with Levi Stoudt? Well, we traded him to the Cincinnati Reds as part of the Luis Castillo trade. And again, the rest was history. Except it really wasn't for Levi Stoudt. With the Reds last season, Levi Stoudt made his debut at the age of 25, and he was pretty atrocious. He threw just 4 games, 2 starts, 10 innings, 11 runs, with a 9.58 ERA, 8 walks in 10 innings, and he did strike out 9 batters for a 5.09 FIP and a 49 ERA+. Yeah, Levi Stoudt was no good, guys. He was really bad in 2023. In fact, he was bad enough that the Reds didn't want him anymore. They cut him loose. Now he's with the Mariners, and now he is part of a group of four pitchers who are kind of the reserve starters. So he's alongside Austin Voth, Jackson Kowar, and Emerson Hancock. Those are the 4 players on the Mariners who have experience with being a starting pitcher, but who aren't going to be in our starting rotation, which means if somebody gets injured, you might see Levi Stoudt join that starting rotation. You also might see Levi Stoudt come up as a reliever. My guess is he's going to start the season off in AAA Tacoma. I don't think there's a whole lot of development necessarily for him as far as being a prospect. I think right now the goal for him is get him comfortable facing hitting that's close to big league level, and the place to do that is AAA. I don't see him going back down to Arkansas. He pitched in Arkansas in 2022, and he was pretty good in Arkansas in 2022, but I just don't think there's really a world where he's back in AA. I think AAA is where he's going to start, and then from there, if he pitches well, yeah, you could totally see him in the major leagues. I'm going to go through what the projections have him at. The projections are not huge on him for this year. They actually have him throwing 48 innings, which I think is quite a lot for him. I'm not sure if Levi Stoudt makes it to 48 innings. That seems like a lot. They have him with a 2-3 record, a 4.88 ERA. They have him allowing 26 earned runs, walking 19 batters, striking out 47 with a whip of 1.37. Yeah, like I said, guys, that feels really high as far as innings. I'm not sure where he's going to get the innings unless we have a lot of injuries, which I obviously hope that doesn't happen. Now, if he does end up throwing 48 innings, then I think that projection is pretty darn good for him. Like 4.88 ERA, that's a pretty good spot to be at, especially when last year you were at 9.7 or whatever he was at. Yeah, I'd be absolutely would be down for 4.88, because that means that he's contributing and he was not necessarily absolutely terrible. But again, I think 48 innings is pretty high. I would say probably, I don't even know if he will pitch for us this year, to be honest, just because there's so many players that he's competing with, and he's probably about the 8th or 9th highest on the starting pitching depth. And for relievers, he's never been a reliever before, so I don't know if they want to use him as a reliever or not. But guys, that's just my take. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about Levi Stoudt going into 2024? Obviously, I'm rooting for the guy. I hope that he gets playing time, and I hope he succeeds, because he does share my name, so I like players who have the same name as me. But let me know, guys, what do you think? Am I too high? Am I too low? Or am I just right? And let me know, what player should I cover next? Actually, I kind of already know that. We're just going through the bullpen in order, so if you guys are wondering, it's probably going to be Trent Thornton tomorrow, and then Austin Voth and Carlos Vargas. But, yeah, sorry. So probably don't comment down below, actually. But, guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We love seeing new faces. We love seeing new fans. This is the NW Sportscast. We love the Mariners as much as anybody, and we love meeting new Mariners fans, commenting with new Mariners fans, having new Mariners fans on the show with us to talk about the Mariners. That's what we do here. We're all about the Mariners, also the Seahawks. But if you love the Mariners and you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It would mean so much to us. And with that being said, we will see you guys in the next one. And as always, go Mariners!